Good morning, everyone. Well, this is odd. I changed some things around down here on the porch, mainly so the bikes wouldn't be. They're all over there now, where I used to sit. And look at the light. I could turn this a little bit, and I'd be more in the light. Yeah. And I thought, looking at that, I said, oh, I guess sometimes you're more in the light, sometimes you're less in the light, just depending where you are at. So we'll make a video like this. Maybe you guys get to see the birds fly around in the background. Such dark subjects out there. I remember when the trend was big and that's all you saw, and how in some countries around the world they have literally cameras everywhere, right, in public, this, that, on how that's an invasion into the privacy of the people. I'm going, put one up in my home. I got nothing to hide. If you got nothing to hide, you're not going to worry about what people are going to see what you're doing, right? Yes. So there it is. What if it saves a child from abuse, kidnapping, and I don't know what, huh? Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, yeah. I can't. I don't get that. So, on how some things are getting supposedly exposed. Maybe it's just made up. Who knows? One never knows. We don't know a thing anymore on what is out there that's true and what's not true. And again, if you got nothing to hide, even if people accuse you of something, well, okay, well, what am I going to do about it, right? Investigate me. Go ahead then. Right? Investigate me and find something. Right? Well, anyway, it's sad to see people so worried about their own privacy, or, yeah, well, I was not a part of this, and I was not a part of that, I don't know what, instead of saying, well, okay, so accused me of something I full well know is not true. I'm talking about the Sound of Freedom, where there's some people in there that, oh, okay, well, is that true about you? And then, okay, now instead of, oh, it's not true, I didn't do that, or probably no, or and all these different videos again going around of people who think they know, but they don't really know. This, that, how about? You say, well, okay, look, let's go after the true culprits here. But nobody wants to do that either. Why not? Well, that just shows that most likely, what? You are a part of it, aren't you? In some form. Huh? Yeah? Yeah. The hidden lives of every adult out there. I don't have any secrets. If they want to put up a camera in every room in my house, go right ahead. I can't see how anybody would enjoy me going to the toilet, though, yeah, could probably talk about a few things there too. My inside life works really, really well. There's a reason for that too, right? Yeah. Certain other things, I don't know. Cooking, oh yeah, well, camera in the kitchen where everybody can watch. Oh gosh, our porch, we have the most interesting talks out there. Oh, I do. Oh, I make the Bible videos, right. Yeah, and certain other things. My garden, the barn. Yeah, we don't abuse our animals. We take great care. I take great care of our animals. Anything. Yeah, our place is not trashed up. I'm not too lazy to bend over and pick trash up, even trash of others. Yeah. Well, anyway. So what else? My bedroom. Well, what's going on in my bedroom? I'm by myself in my bedroom, right? Really? People need to know how other people have a conjugal relationship. Of course, it should be between a married man and a married woman. There you go. I mean, them married together. Oh my gosh, one could make, you say one sentence and goes, oh, wait, what? All right, yes. Where else? What do I watch on TV? everybody could watch that with me. Yeah. Sometimes I have to say I probably wouldn't show certain things that I watch with children, mainly because of the certain images that don't bother me but could make an impression on them. Oh yeah, and that's an interesting one, right? I got in trouble yesterday. I let my youngest granddaughter, she loves certain shows with songs in it, children's songs, and this and that, and I let her watch it on YouTube. And it's kids' YouTube, and oh, my daughter, when she found out, she just about flew off the handle. No, our children don't get to watch anything YouTube. We do not watch YouTube because you never know what they're going to click on, what they're going to get into. That's how badly managed YouTube is. Whoa, what? Well, there you go. I've got to go with the parents, right? Yes, anyway. And it's kind of sad. And I have to say, yes, I mentioned that before, where I've seen some commercials on children's songs, but that wasn't YouTube Kids, where I'd say, what? What's that commercial doing on there? Well, that's not for children. Oh my gosh, come on now. So again, what is this? So again, let's start with what we're actually, watching this, that, and have to say, every child should be able to walk into the room with their parents, or me, Grozy, and I don't have to turn off the TV, right? Yes, or go to another show. It's true. Right? So again, I'm not hiding anything. I don't think I watch anything awfully terrible. But even, on shows like Alone, which, as I said, I like to watch documentaries and things like that. And, so they bleep out all the foul language. It's kind of interesting, too. So I watched all the seasons now that you can watch without having to rent or buy or I don't know what, sign up for something. And I wonder about these people that go out there into nature and, then have to rough it and all that. It's just all physical stuff. Yeah, then they start to lament over their life, and suddenly everybody is lovey-dovey, in their heart about their people, and that's great, But when it comes down to it, not one time did I see someone really actually make that spiritual journey, with God or Jesus. Yes, the principles of creation and the principles of love. I found it every time. They shoot an animal or something. I know, that's just how I think. Oh, thank you, fish, thank you, squirrel, thank you, what I'm going, thank God, He sent you that food. He, no doubt, He sent that food your way. Who are you thanking out there properly, right? Yes, all right. Just there, it's the difference. I touched on all kinds of things, didn't I? Anyway, so, again, and then there's all that clickbait. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Boring. My poor children. Mom, I sent you that message hours ago. Yes, and I never got on the tablet or anything. Sorry. Tell me the night before if there's something I need to pay attention to the next day. That's how it used to be. Huh? Right. Okay. Can't live like that anymore? Well, too bad. So, there it is. If you got nothing to hide, then cameras shouldn't be a problem. If you got nothing to hide, you've done right in your life. You're not doing the nasty stuff out there with children and I don't know what, with women and this and that, or with men, who knows what. Then, even if you get accused, well, okay, let's go after the right people. You can look and investigate my life, and I can tell you right now, you won't find anything. Done. Right. Yeah. Well, anyway. Unbelievable. I don't get that. That an adult's life, that an adult thinks that their life and their whatever is more important than the safety of children. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I will never get that. And you can make all kinds of excuses out there for it. I'm not getting it. Anybody that is against the movie, The Sound of Freedom, tries to stop it from being in the theaters and all that stuff. Yeah, gotcha. I know exactly what you are then. And there's other stuff. So, I have to give it to... I know that Mel Gibson had rough times in his life as well. But from what I've seen with that guy, first of all, the incredible talent he has as an actor. And then, yeah. I watched Lethal Weapons a long, long time ago when, you know, certain language also, I watched those, man, German, so it was different then when I realized, when I started to know English better, and realized, what language are they all using? I was a little disappointed, but hey, it's a script, they're all young, but that's a pretty amazing human being, in my opinion, in the world of acting and entertainment, and on how he's, wow, yeah, kind of what, has become a prophet in that circle, and they don't like it. They don't like it. Why not? Why don't they like it? What's the problem? They might get away with it in this world. You just feel sad. I just saw one said, well, Jesus said you have to love your enemies. Yeah, love your enemies. Don't hate them. Don't wish anything bad on them. But at the same time, you also teach your enemy. You try to teach your enemy. You try to educate your enemy. Okay? You definitely aren't going to let them get away with hurting children. How about that? There. Judges 21. Remorse of the Israelites. Well, there you go. Look at that. I was kind of... Oh, my gosh. Ugh, I'm not even... Ugh, I just read another title. All right, let's just get going. The men of Israel had sworn this oath at Mitzpah. None of us is to give his daughter in marriage to Benjamin. The people went to Bethel and stayed there until evening, sitting before God and raising their voices, made a great lament and exclaiming, Yahweh, God of Israel, why has this happened in Israel that a tribe should be missing from Israel today? Again, putting the blame somewhere else. But the next day, the people got up early and built an altar there. They presented burnt offerings and communion sacrifices. They have the tent of meeting for that. And they're supposed to. They're just nilly-willy doing whatever. There's no order here. The Israelites then said, out of all the tribes of Israel, who has not come to Yahweh to the assembly? For they had sworn a solemn oath that anyone who did not come to Yahweh at Mitzpah would certainly die. Here they wonder, why has this happened? Why has a tribe left Israel? Or has been excommunicated, and here they go. They make a rule, well, whoever doesn't show up. They just killed off a tribe. And everybody's supposed to be okay with that? Who's next? I'm sure some of the tribes going, well, I wonder who's next. Now the Israelites felt sorry about Benjamin, their brother. Today they said, a tribe has been amputated from Israel. What shall we do to provide wives for those who are left, since we have sworn by Yahweh not to give them any of our own daughters in marriage? I can't even, oh my God, that's the most important thing to them. Again, dear me, Who wrote this down? Why is this in here? Why is this all, what, to show what? What was supposed to learn from this? God's word. This is supposed to be God's word. Oh, dear me. The girls of Jabesh given to the Benjaminites. They then ask, out of the tribes of Israel, who is it that has not come to Yahweh at Mitzpah? I already know where this is going. It was discovered that no one from Jabesh in Gilead had come to the camp for the assembly. For a muster having been called of the people, none of the inhabitants of Jabesh and Gilead was present. The community then dispatched 12,000 of their bravest men there with these orders: go and slaughter all the inhabitants of Jabesh and Gilead, including the women and children. This is what you are to do. All males and all those women who have ever slept with a man you will put under the curse of destruction, but the lives of the virgins you will spare. And this they did. Among the inhabitants of Jabesh and Gilead they found 400 young virgins who had never slept with a man, and brought them to the camp, to Shiloh in the territory of Canaan. The whole community then sent messengers to offer peace to the Benjaminites who were at the rock of Rimmon. Benjamin then came home. They were given those of the women of Jabesh and Gilead whose lives had been spared, but they were not enough for all. Oh, I guess they just shared them then. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is just... Are you guys hearing this? Oh gosh. The rape of the daughters of Shiloh. The people felt sorry about Benjamin, Yahweh having made a breach in the tribes of Israel. Oh, it was God. God did this. God caused this breach. Are you guys getting this? God caused the breach. All I can tell you, look where I'm sitting. It's light out. If I were to turn this just a little bit, you could see me. Right? I wouldn't just be this shadow figure with her hair all... Yes, it's so humid. This is what my hair does. Right? The Israelites are completely in the dark. They have completely lost their way. You can't tell me this is... What are you guys learning from this? Does this excite men? What am I supposed to think as a woman of this? Huh? Really? This is God. That's the God of the Israelites. That's awful. That is absolutely awful. And how they use God. Again, who they did. Well, we have to fix this because God did this. God told us. God told us to do that. This is just not right. This is, as I said, where are the rabbis fixing this or saying, man, we got restoration to do in our within our people, for our ancestors, for our descendants. They went on, how can we, breaching let's just read that one more time so can it sink in what the Israelites are doing now. The people felt sorry about Benjamin, Yahweh having made a breach in the tribes of Israel. And the elders of the community said, what shall we do to provide wives for the survivors, since the women of Benjamin have been wiped out? But there's still men left? I mean, sounds like there's a lot of men left, but they wiped out all the women? Interesting. They went on. How can we preserve a remnant for Benjamin so that a tribe may not be lost to Israel? Oh, it's the ones that ran away and then they were in caves for 4 months or something. Oh, those were just all guys. Everybody else was killed out. That's right, yes. Oh, how many of them were there? 400 young girls. Holy cannoli. Well, we're getting proper numbers here, this and that. Well, that's good. They went on, how can we preserve a remnant for Benjamin so that a tribe may not be lost to Israel? That's important, yes, yeah. We cannot give them our own daughters in marriage, for the Israelites had taken an oath. That's right. No doubt under the guidance of God. Yeah. Accursed be the man who gives a wife to Benjamin. Oh, dear me. However, they said, there is the feast of Yahweh held every year at Shiloh. The town lies north of Bethel, east of the highway that runs from Bethel up to Shechem, and south of Lebanon. So they told the Benjaminites to do as follows. Put yourself in ambush in the vineyards. Keep watch. When the girls of Shiloh come out in groups to dance, you then come out of the vineyards. Each of you seize a wife from the girls of Shiloh and make for Benjaminite territory. If their fathers or brothers come and complain to us, we shall say, let us have them, since we could not take wives for everyone in the battle, and you could not give them to them, or you would then have been guilty. Okay, You guys hearing this? What was I talking? I didn't even know this was going to come up like this. Okay? Didn't read this ahead of time. What did I bring up ahead before that? Huh? Who is making these decisions? I have no doubt the elders, the Levite priests that are still sticking around for one reason or another, huh? And the leaders of what? All the other tribes, all the tribes that are left. What are they doing? What are they giving? What are they starting here? And God's supposed to be okay with that? That's very interesting. The okay from above. Oh yeah, go right ahead. That's why. That's, yeah, yes. Oh, ay, ay, ay. The Benjaminites did this. Oh, they went for it. And dancers whom they caught took as many wives as there were men, and then setting off, went back to their heritage, rebuilt the towns, and settled down in them. The Israelites then dispersed, each man to rejoin his tribe and clan, each leaving that place for his own heritage. In those days, there was no king in Israel, and everyone did as he saw fit. Oh, two things. Why did the problem start for the Benjaminites? What did they do? They wanted to rape and have fun with what? With a woman? That's it. That Levite, right? That one Levite with his concubine. Okay. What started all this? And then, who did this atrocity? Then, in order to preserve the tribe of Benjamin, what did they let the Benjaminites do again? How does that make sense? This is like sin on top of sin, sin on top of sin. Oh, but it got fixed that way. Really? I can't see how. And then, in the end here it says, in those days there was no king in Israel, and everyone did as he saw fit. Oh, we're preparing. The judges, in a way, were king, somewhat. The warlords that we had in here. This is the end of Judges, by the way. And there was no king, so there was nobody governing everyone, and everyone did as they saw fit. Yes? Right? They made one sin a sin, and oh my gosh, just about eradicated a whole tribe because of it, rather than investigating, okay, who did this? Who needs to be held accountable? And then, in order to, fix things, they added more to the exact same thing they were pointing the finger at. That's, so here we go. Well, we need a king. This is prepping everyone, or here, the way it is written down, that a king was needed. Because as we can see, so there is some, whoever wrote this down, realizing, man, these people have no guidance. There's absolutely no guidance left. It doesn't matter. It's everyone did as he saw fit. That was that. Prepping. Oh, there has to be a king. Forgetting who is the one that is guiding them. Who is the one that set the laws in place for them to be his people? Absolutely gone. Left the building, gone with the wind. That's it. And a king then is going to fix that? I don't know. Well, there it is. There's the book of Judges. It's about I've done a lot of judging in it. To me, acknowledging wrong, okay, and judging something, to me, is different. if the inconsistencies in a belief or on how it is presented, if one cannot address that and say, hey, wait a second. I mean, this is like the whole book of Judges is like a fallible book. It flips from one side to the other, and there's nothing going on that I have to take. What is the book of Judges? To let me know all the wrongs and all the just horrific things that the Israelites continue to do, even worse. There's a buildup of sin now. How does one reduce that? God put a tribe in place, the Levites, who inherit nothing. They're supposed to be absorbed by the people, taken care of by the people in a physical, while they take care of what? The spiritual among the Israelites. Completely gone. Not only that, but they're in cahoots with what? Oh, why don't you come with us? Right? That one young Levite, that was with Micah. Why don't you come with us? We got way more for you. We'll take really good care of you. Yeah. And if we have you with you, whoa, God's with us. That's an odd one. That's a really odd one, too. Well, anyway, so there it is. That's all I have to say to that. It's just awful. Oh, my gosh. Oh. And the thing, again, how many households is the Bible? In a lot. The Bible is probably the most distributed book all around the world. And also, I guarantee you, I can't say 100%, but I wouldn't be surprised if it were 100%, that in every family, extended family, there is a pedophile that has abused either young girls, young boys, in their family, in their extended family. There is a victim or two, or maybe more, in every family where children had to go through sexual abuse. Yep. I've no doubt. And yet, why are there people out there, the elite, yes, it's mostly the elite, who are having such a problem with a movie like The Sound of Freedom? How come these groups out there who are trying to eradicate these disgusting groups who band together to get a hold of young girls, sell them, this and that, all that stuff. Why aren't the ones that are trying to fight that and rescue these girls and boys, why are they not funded more? Why don't they get the absolute 100% help from the government, for example? Or all them rich people who think they need to put their money into who knows what. Huh? Isn't that odd? That's odd to me. Very odd. I think the book of Judges explains some of that. Well, anyway. It's a weird one. I don't get it. But it is there. Okay. And the next book is the book of Ruth. Oh, interesting. So, the book of Judges had 21. It's interesting, too, on how the overhead here in 21, the rape of the daughters of Shiloh. Did the Israelites, that's sin, That's a sin. That's an absolute sin. Did the Israelites? Right? So who wrote this down like that? The rape of the daughters of Shiloh. What are we supposed to make with that? Oh, so it's okay to rape? Is that why it's in there like that? Right? As rape? Which they were raped. Is that why women are not believed when they say, hey, this is what happened, and I have the strength to fight that off, or this or that. I was coerced into it, I was this or that, threatened into it, I don't know what. Because, right here, in the book of Judges in 21, the rape of the daughters of Shiloh. It's okay to rape women. And the way this is put in, it's okay to rape women. It's okay to force them, it's okay to do that. The younger the better. Interesting. And all because of what? The Israelites here, the elders say, right? Levite priests say, well, God has put us into this position. We don't want to lose that tribe. So what are we going to do then? Right? So this is how we have to do it, because God is the one who did this. So we're going to have to fix this. And how did they fix it? All right. I don't know if you guys get this, but this is weird. God has nothing to do with this. God had nothing to do with that. But from so many thousands of years ago, we're getting this information, and then we look at today, and I guess it's important to know what happened so long ago, and on how, in a way, things in that realm have just gotten worse. Many different realms are addressed in Judges, and they've not gotten better. They've gotten worse all over the world. It's spread all over the world. The Israelites, infidelity, the disgusting behavior, the warmongering, I don't know what, has infected the whole world. That's what I see. It's very sad. So, we have people out there who are willing to put themselves out there and put things right. Bring it to light. Got to bring things that are hidden to light first. Then you start fixing it. That's called restoration. Yeah, halo going. There. Okay. Well, that's it for the book of Judges. Oh, it can only get better, right? Well, what did I just say? What's going on in the world today? When it comes to the realm of love, the principles of love. Very sad. All right. That's all I have to give this morning. God's love and blessings always. May He protect you, and I will. Talk to y'all another time.